Okay, this lesson will have 3 videos that will go with it. It begins on page 317 in your textbook. You want to make sure you're looking there. And we'll begin by talking about some vocab. We need to make sure we understand some of the vocabulary that we will be using in this lesson. Okay, Lance? So, linear function, parent function, linear parent function, linear equation, and y-intercept. Some of these are not in your textbook, or maybe they are. I'm using 2 different ones, and I'm getting different information from each book. But these are all important things that we want to look at for new vocabulary. Okay, linear function. I hope we all remember what a function is. Okay, remember that was the unit before Christmas. So a function, what do you remember about function? Emily? Excellent. Input, output. Remember functions? Input and output. We're going to continue to do that because just like right here, we have like a function table, much like what you did, right, Gabby? You would have x, and then we would have maybe f of x, okay? But a linear function, look at the word linear. What word comes from linear? What do you think, Nate? Line. So it is a function that will create a line. And many of our lines come from direct variations. We're not going to get into that, but for those of you who are in Circle K, we talked about direct variations. Parent functions. A parent function is the simplest equation. And if we think about our special functions, remember our absolute value and our squared, that yellow poster? The parent function of those would be like y equals the absolute value of x. That's going to create a v with 0, 0, that's the origin. Or y equals x squared. Those are parent functions. Linear parent functions are going to be y equals x, or f of x equals x. Because linear means I'm going to have a line. Then we have a linear equation. Okay? A linear equation is for a graph of a line. So it's graphing a line. It will not have any powers. No exponents or absolute value. Okay? So we're going to have something like y equals 2x, or f of x equals negative 1x. Okay, that would be linear because we're looking at it to get a line. Lastly, we want to look at the y-intercept. Y-intercept, we have y. What does that relate to? It relates to the output. Output also relates to the vertical change, or the y-coordinate. So the y-intercept is going to be where the line crosses the y-axis. In other words, the ordered pair is going to be 0, something. Because if it's going to cross the y-axis, that means it's coming straight down from 0, x. It's not going anywhere. It's just dropping down, up or down. So if we look at our chart here, where is x 0? Right here. When x is 0, what is y? It is 1. So the y-intercept in this table would be 1. Okay? Let's look at a couple of graphs here. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. We're already in 5 minutes in. Just to review, slope is rise over run. We're going to get to a formula here in a minute. B, where the line crosses the y-axis. So if you look at this line right here, here is where it's crossing. That looks like it's at -2. If you look at this dotted line, here is where it is crossing. It looks like it's at 1, 2, 3, 4. So the y-intercept is 4. What do you think this could be here? -4. How about here? 2 is fair to say. Okay? So when we say it's crossing the y-axis, this is the y-axis that it is crossing. Okay? There is a formula that you need to know. It's called y equals mx plus b. Oops, that one again. I want us to look at that formula as we get ready to write it down. Okay? Y equals m, that's not what I want, mx plus b. And we're going to talk about what the m and what the b stand for in just a minute, but I want you to watch this video to get you to know
short on your own, you can try this. And I'm sure you will find the equation of a straight line. What does y equal? Mx must be. What does y equal? Mx must be. With this formula down, now you know all the words. You can hang out with all the nerds. What does y equal? Mx must be. What does y equal? Mx must be. You can draw a new line. You can look just fine. There is no need to why.
Okay, what does y equal? Thank you, class. Mx plus b. We're going to talk about what do the m and b stand for. M represents the slope, the rise over the run. B represents the y-intercept. Where is it crossing the y-axis? Okay? When you have an equation in slope-intercept form, it is easy to identify the slope and the y-intercept. Let's look at that. Here, y equals mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b. What is in the m position? Yes, 4. Okay. What is in the b position, Jacob? Yes, the 3. So the slope, or m, is 4, and the y-intercept is 3. And notice, when they wrote the y-intercept, I told you x would be 0, and your y-intercept would be that. The y-coordinate would be that number. Let's look at these two. These couple here. Identify the slope and the y-intercept. The slope, y-intercept. Slope, y-intercept. Slope, y-intercept. Okay? Here we go. And we're going to do this quickly. Very, very quickly. Here we go. Y equals 3x minus 2. Clayton, what is the slope? 3. Okay? And how about Heather? What is the y-intercept? 2. Is it just 2 plus b? If I change this to plus, my 2 becomes negative. It is, in fact, negative 2. How about the next equation? Y equals negative 7x plus 9. Okay? What is, Isaiah? What is my slope? Negative 7. Chris, what is my y-intercept? 9. We're just pulling out the m and the b in my y equals mx plus b practice. And lastly, y equals 2/3 x plus 2. What is my slope? What do you think, Nick? What's my slope? 2/3. And my y-intercept. What is my y-intercept? Stormy. It is 2. Okay? So finding slope and y-intercept is easy to identify when you have the slope formula given to you in that form. Y equals mx plus